There was like a metaphysical thing happening.
There was
Lung.
something.
Lung happened.
I feel like I forgot to heal Akio. I guess I did.
Well, Akio didn't get fully healed. Akio got baby healed by Asai because Akio wasn't dead, and only the people who were actually dead got healed.
Being knocked out is not... Wait.
Nope, because you were dealt non-lethal damage because you put the Renfang out of fire.
Yeah, then I decided like, oh yeah, thank you for saving my life. Here's a punch to the face.
Who's this character?
He doesn't talk, and I just assumed. That's what he sounds like off the clock.
I see.
Yes, he gave
that
you a
makes
nice
sense.
nod, and then he decked you.
Yeah.
It was
Why are you making wheezy noises?
What?
Because
Maybe
Wheezy
she's wheezy.
Oh, that's what
she
you
has
said.
she has a to be clear, I know why she's making wheezy noises because she has an upper respiratory infection, but her she hadn't been doing it for like a while and just started randomly. So I thought she might have been getting better. Anyway. So, yes, last time.
last time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just needing a second to get into where I am. Didn't build up into the headspace before this, so.
You got to build into the hatred.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
I have been meaning to tell Profanity about what's been going on so I could get his input on what Suru would do in this situation. And I completely forgot this week again. Fuck.
Right now.
Well, the vampire's already gone.
Fast.
You're back.
Well, no, the vampire is a
being.
ghost.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he's on his way back to his coffin.
Right, so the vampire is now going to be at Suru's mercy effectively. The question is, what does she do? What does she do afterwards?
You know where the coffin is?
I believe you espied it in his room.
Did we? Oh.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you didn't, that's definitely not where it is.
Oh.
I mean, we spied on him in his room, so.
Yeah, you saw it. Excuse me.
Ahem.
Ambience. All right, sorry for the slow start, but just needed some time. Phone is too loud. The battle in the throne room has ended. as the Emperor has stood up from his throne and has spoken in a voice that is not his own. His ministers, his guards, and his dragon assailant, his Renfang agents, have fallen prostrate before him, filled with a greater awe and respect than they have ever shown to him before. For he is not currently the Red Gold Emperor. Or rather, he is. But he is also tea itself. The Emperor strides forward from his throne, eyes constantly aglow with a inner flame. And he approaches towards the kneeling Shao, whose eyes have been cast down, whose face has fallen. He steps towards you, Paulina, as he walks down the steps, and looks you in your eyes, your dusty, spooky, floaty eyes. And he says, "Excuse me. I would like to admonish my son."
Oh, absolutely.
On you moving out of the way, he steps to the remaining few feet forward, up to Shao himself. And kneeling down, takes the dragon's head in his hands and rips his head off.
Wait, what?
Ah!
No, I'm kidding. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. But that would have been a bit of a swing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Look,
I mean, we know he'd come back, presumably. So maybe that's just how they roll.
It's really good. It's also just funny because Vampire is still holding him down, so he's just like, what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Batbayar, you are still holding on to the to Chancellor Shao, but Chancellor Shao has kneeled regardless. Oh wait, you did not succeed at pinning him, so you're just grappling him. Chancellor Shao went to kneel regardless, so you kind of like got pulled down with him.
I guess
so you're
I'll.
kind of awkwardly kneeling too on your sort of forelegs, kind of uncomfortable.
Oh, I guess I read the room and realize, okay, this is probably under control, but I'll keep my eye on you. And I let oh,
The Emperor nods to you as you do so.
I do like a slight bow out of respect.
Only slight? Wow, rude.
He's not my daimyo.
Very
out
fair,
his
very fair.
ass.
Oh, that's done. That's my fire.
You're not my dad.
Shao, you have forgotten yourself. You've hidden yourself away in a palace of gold city you designed. And you've shut yourself off from the millions without whom look to you for guidance. I placed you here for you would be the best advisor to them as they ruled. But they must rule. That was our bargain. We would protect them and guide them. And in so doing, they would protect us and let us survive. You have been away from them for too long and caught up in their small problems. And you've lost sight that they are just small and that in time you could fix them too. You've grown frustrated and in the end, cruel. They will decide how to handle this. But in turn, I know that you will correct your course. The Emperor stands again and looks out to the rest of you. You are Hadanese.
No.
No, he
Yes.
isn't.
You are not. You are the Vivanese Grand Prince.
Waggles his eyebrows. That's right.
The Emperor's eyebrows narrow, or eyes rather, narrow a bit at you. This man may not understand what you are, Cesare de Sensi, but I do. Tread lightly around my people. Ultimately, it is I you will answer to in their defense.
All right.
The rest of you,
Yeah.
I believe the Red God Emperor has already made clear that if you should rescue him, he would release Hadano from T's domain. You appear to have done so.
Hmm. Yeah.
Congratulations. I am sorry that we could not remain as one. But truly, my consciousness never really extended into your islands. I had hoped my children might do well enough to keep you safe. But while you were not threatened from without, the issues within were allowed to fester. For this I am sorry.
All come so far apart that we can't be one anymore. You hope T and Hano could stay friends, allies.
I think that could be. But I fear that Hadano may not be whole in its friendliness. There are many who loathe this empire for good reason. You will find them to be difficult to assuage. You know, I presume, who I am.
Yes.
I am Lung.
Lung, the will of tea itself.
Yes. I am the true bold dragon. The first. Who turned my family against my own cousins and brothers and sisters to save you.
Hmm.
Your protection is always my intent, now and forever, TN or not. Dread things are in your future, Sadaryudo. Make use of all your allies and all your powers. Much will depend on it. And with that, the Emperor blinks. And the light is gone. And he stands there looking at all of you. Then at Shao. Shao looks up at him slightly. Out!
Well then, jeez.
Until further notice, just go out the door. Go. I understand. I shall comply. And all of you all, as he points out at the Runfang. You. Who do you work for anyway? Him or me? Clearly him. All banished. Not until further notice. Your lives are too short. Just get out. Out. All of you. Go! And with that, the Renfang will sort of bow and just sort of walk out the room. Or about to walk out the room. When suddenly the twin doors of the throne room slam inward, knocking several of them backwards into the throne room. As the 4 great dragons smash into the room, stopping with weapons drawn or in fighting form. Has another ivory dragon tattooed with a koi pattern with Pascal riding atop him.
Beautiful.
Flies in overhead and immediately is forcibly transformed back into his human form, causing them both to go careening across the room and slam into the carpet,
Killing both instantly.
skidding several feet. The 4 other dragons watch this sort of bemusedly before Sunlin Ma looks around at the room and looks up at you guys and asks, "What, so we missed it?"
Yeah.
Fuck.
Your mom showed up.
That's not a diss. That's he's just actually speaking
Yeah.
the truth. Shit.
Somebody do me a
No.
Just a really quick thing. While all this is happening, Betfire's gonna go and resuscitate Akio.
Akio is down.
Akio's unconscious.
Healed.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's still flipped sideways, and by the logic of rules established by playing on a table, he is knocked out.
that's right.
He is.
Maybe he's just taking a nap.
I guess that is very Akio-like. Just don't
Just a
really feel like
sleepy, sleepy.
participating in this. But I
Um,
also just would feel weird. Like I couldn't talk.
it's at this
Yeah.
as Senlin Ma denies the idea that you were rescued by Lung. The corpses left in the room suddenly inhale as they
What?
are lifted alight by golden light
Oh.
and set back upon their feet, their wounds knitting and disappearing, and their lives return to them. Senlin Ma watches this and goes, "Oh, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, cool. Guess we weren't needed. All right." She puts her twee hammers back into her belt.
No, we did like a really good job. And then also your sire, your lung came inside the
Yeah.
emperor. It's a
Don't
whole
say
thing.
that
Gross.
now.
Okay, yeah, no, that didn't happen.
No, it really happened.
Yeah,
Let's just
I
retcon Kasumi saying the words in that order, okay? Move
Yeah.
on.
I think she misspoke. Oh,
I don't know why I'm being silenced.
all right. So,
Shao attacked the Emperor, Shao killed me. Then Lung brought me back, Lung possessed the Emperor, Lung admonished Zhao, the Emperor banished Shao, and the Renfang.
I helped. I
the
healed you.
4 other dragons exclaim, "Banished!"
Yeah, he's gone.
But like
Yeah,
temporarily or something?
but
look
like
to the
long
Emperor.
Temporarily.
time.
The dragon
Banished
ran
for the
away.
length of one dragon.
He's been doing it for lifetimes. His lifetime.
I
All
know just the
lifetime.
guy. We got a guy back home in Hadano.
Oh.
Suddenly, a pneumatic tube. You hear a thump, and so notes. I'm looking for work.
No disrespect to Mr. Wren, but we have many Mr. Wrens in this palace. There's
Ooh,
a lot
Oh
to
my
run here.
God.
I don't know. I
Do
don't
they
know if
all
you have
come
a
with their
Mr. Ren
own-
that's like Mr. Ren, though.
Yeah, do they all come with their own small puppet version of themselves?
That's right.
You hear another
Actually,
thump.
yes.
Oh
They
my
do.
god, that's standard issue!
Where do you think they're trained?
What?
Inside of the puppet dimension?
I
No.
figured that was just sort of a quirk. That was... Okay, well...
Oh no, if it was just Mr. Wren's thing, I'd be...
I mean, he
You
doesn't
hear
really
another thwomp, and another pneumatic container shows up. Inside is just a white glove.
Mhm.
Challenging to duel.
That's right. A bureaucracy duel. Let's see who can run a cleaner spreadsheet.
Mr. Wren is evidently a relationship to me. Anyway.
What? Who is this who's talking anyway?
Oh, by the
I
way, you're the Grand Prince of... On being the Grand Prince. I'm...
Thank you.
Once here, done.
Oh, they've mentioned your name a couple of times.
Yes. I am the great administrator
Great
of the
Iron
North.
Shield of the North. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Alchemist supreme.
Alchemist Supreme.
Yes, not administrator. That is not my role as previously described. I am the Alchemist Supreme of the North.
Wow.
And this is Feng Wu. Feng Wu, my associate, the great lady of the East. Thank you, brother.
Hello.
And this is Senlin Ma, the Supreme Admiral of the South.
Hello, you as well.
Going,
Just
or
sort of
are
look
we gonna tell him Cesare knows?
flatly at Dwante. And this is what's your name again? Really?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Well, we don't interact very often. You're only just the scholar of the West. Why would I know your name so well? After all, we are not in any way related.
Good recovery.
I, of course, know your name, Hai Shangwo, but I was just trying to. Well, now that I've said it, it's sort of run over the trying part. I am Hai Shangwo. I am the librarian of the West.
Of the what?
West.
West.
East.
It is I who primarily have to deal with your Cavalier and frenemies.
Great. Well, not great, because that's frustrating, but it's good to know who is somebody I should be speaking to.
Yes, it is technically me. I am sure we will have many scintillating conversations.
Of course.
I don't mean to Madamera, are you alright? Madamera and Pascal haven't really moved from where they landed. Pascal landed on top of Madamera. And Madamera is fairly well obscured. However, at being asked by Hai Shangwo, he does limply raise one hand and just sort of waves before it flops back down again. Yes, I should have warned him about the throne room. No dragon can be a dragon in the throne room of tea. For it is humans that rule this land, and so we must be as they are, whilst within this chamber. Which is why I'm sure that Shao didn't simply rip you all apart with his teeth.
I did wonder about that.
I mean, he did breathe a lot of fire, but
Oh yes, we could still do that.
yeah, okay. Cool.
This is pretty
Yeah,
impressive,
just
by
to
the way.
remind you also, he breathes bugs, so he could do that at any moment.
He
Stop
breeds
Yes.
bugs?
Stop
Yeah.
with the forest spirits. But yes, but
He's...
regardless. All right, never mind. Can we get back to the whole being banished thing? Yes. I am the Emperor, and I need to be in charge here, and am. Right. All right. In order. Shao, banished, until I send for you. You two. Dragon brothers. Don't...
Oh.
good job, not protecting me until...
Okay, but they did their best. They're having a really hard day, and one of them was incapacitated from the beginning, and the other one actively tried to talk Xiao down.
Hello, Betbayar here. I tried to
They-
grapple that, and
They,
he heavy.
they didn't start out that way. They started out on Zhao's side.
We didn't really get a chance to do anything, and Jinshin only attacked you when he saw that
That's
you
true.
had
Be
incapacitated
scary.
Quan Zi.
Fair enough.
They had to choose between their duty and their family, and ultimately they chose duty, and I think they should both get a pat on the head.
Aside, make a diplomacy check.
No.
Okay. 1 second. Let me.
Also, Pao, what were you sensing of the motive?
Oh,
Can
just whether Dun was trying to pretend that they weren't dragons to Cesare, but that kind of didn't matter by the end of the conversation. So,
I mean, he still is. Technically.
okay, well, I
Hey.
mean, everybody's already said everything else.
Can I get a brief summary
No.
of what actually happened? I lost my audio there for a bit, so
Oh,
I was like, the last I heard was Lung resurrecting a bunch of people,
Oh. Okay.
Oh damn, that was a
and
while
then when
Wow,
I got
that was a
when
while ago.
well, yeah, and then when I got back, it was the dragons. I think talking to Cesare. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't think a tremendous amount happened. It was mostly the dragons introducing themselves to Cesare.
Okay.
Asai, the Emperor listens to your plea on the behalf of the.
Can I spend a hero point to re-roll that
A
just to see if I can get better than a 6?
Yes, you can.
Damn, it is the end of the campaign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Better than a 6.
It is better than a 6. A 14 is definitely better than a 6. Unfortunately, that is exactly a 14, though. So that was actually the minimum you could roll on this reroll.
So that's like rolling a 1, basically.
Yeah.
Kinda. Except it is a 14. And so the Emperor does, like, you see his jaw work a little before he goes, Jinshin, Kwanzi, you are both on probation.
Probation. That's one of the worst things you can be.
Yes, the next infraction will result in you both being more severely punished. And also, you must
Eat this bug.
Oh no. A bug.
You must clean the entire Hall of Dragons.
Clean all the floors in Hyrule.
Does that include dragon poop?
With a toothbrush.
Oh, that's a lot of dragon poop with a toothbrush.
I
It
see
does
why you
be
command
used.
so much.
They use restrooms.
What?
You understand they can turn into people. That
Yeah, but
was solved long ago.
why would you? That's such a specific case to turn into a. Listen, I'm not a dragon. I can't comprehend.
We
I
also
think it
have-
just means like there's not facilities that would fit a normal sized dragon,
I don't know.
so
I
they
just
got
thought they would. I just thought they wouldn't give a shit. Well, that in the context of giving. I don't know.
Yeah.
Once again, these are all things beyond me. Dragonly things. I'll ask Sada later.
Yeah. Yeah, as we all know, Gusada just takes a dump on the floor wherever she feels like it.
I-
So I,
you know,
I can
at
see
this-
your confusion.
At this point, I'm not surprised.
I've seen it happen. It's really upsetting.
I would say I have to make a bluff check, but Cesare, you can do that. So.
Yeah, I won't do that to you. Don't worry. I won't convince your entire party that you just shit on the floor.
I mean, it'd be something that they know isn't true, but boy, did he spell it.
Cesare.
But it seems like it's true.
The way he puts it.
You should make us go through.
No.
Us struggling with the facts and the lies.
This doesn't feel like the appropriate moment for it.
Yeah,
In the
I
midst
guess
of this
you're right.
diplomatic situation.
You're right. Back
Prime
to
Minister
punishing these
Heshu,
guys.
your duties now encompass the city and palace as well. I am certain that you will be able to accomplish this additional workload. The Prime Minister nods, seemingly unupset at these additional duties. Minister Song? You have been effective at sussing out the most problematic aspects of the Eastern bureaucracy. As Minister of the Interior, you shall do that throughout the Renfang agency and then through the rest of the bureaucracy itself. Ensure that the issues that led to the Hadanese rebellion are not repeated anywhere. Also, the issues that led a whole bunch of Renfang agents to try and kill me are really not repeated. Like, exceptionally not repeated. I am greatly honored by this, Your Emperor. You should be. All right, you, Hadanese people.
Yo,
It's your country. Congratulations.
thanks.
Woo!
I'll figure out an actual proclamation, but I withdraw any claim of tea to the Hadanese Islands.
All right.
Of course, how you actually rule yourselves is up to you to figure out now.
That it is.
And finally, well, actually, I think that's it.
I wish you luck in your future endeavors, Your Emperor.
Oh, thanks. I have been possessed by an ancient dragon after almost being assassinated by my most trusted advisor, formerly most trusted advisor. I am going to go and take a bath. That is what I'm going to do now. The court is dismissed. Chamberlain, you please remove the visitors back to their apartments, and someone fix the doors. You are ushered out after the proper obeisances are made to the imperial throne. The emperor is not even watching, just sort of kneading the space between his eyes as you are all brought out into the courtyard in front of the throne room. Shao amongst you.
Oh, you're still here.
I am banished.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do a Dragon Age Origins?
What?
Like,
What?
I don't know. Come, why don't you come visit Hot now? You know, see the sights, enjoy a hot spring.
Enjoyment hardly seems the purpose of this journey.
Yeah, well.
I just need a break.
You would have me with you.
If you wish to.
After what I have done.
They need all the fucking help they can get.
Dada
Sure.
shrugs. Your family.
Well, I suppose.
And while you lost your cool, I think it still came from somewhat of a good place. Even if you sort of went about it the wrong way.
I was going to kill the Emperor of Tea because I was angry at the bureaucracy for disrespecting me one too many times.
We all have bad days.
But hey, you
Pretty
didn't,
rude.
right?
Because I was prevented.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you didn't.
You are all very strangely forgiving people. I don't understand.
Well, I died, so I just came back more humble.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's how dying works.
When you go to heaven,
I
you'll
don't know.
understand.
Have you ever died? I think Bathbear is the expert here.
Yep,
I'm pretty
I-
sure that's exactly what happened to Pascal as well, if you think about it.
yep.
Yeah.
You've left Pascal, by the way, in the...
Oh my god.
Let's go heal Matamura and scrape them both off the floor. And
Yeah, there's a couple of palace guards just sort of like poking at them with the butt of their glaives. You guys
Poor
okay?
guys.
Fine.
You're able to get Pascal off the floor. And then Matamura after him. Matamura has a really severe rug burn on his face. And also was flattened by a large Neban. Pascal is a little bit better off.
So Kasumi, as she's kind of just was chilling for a moment, suddenly is very not chill. Hey, where's the coffin?
Oh yeah, the
Namboku's
coffin.
coffin.
oh yeah, in his room.
Mr. Emperor, sir, hi, hello.
What?
Can I go destroy a vampire that's in the palace?
I didn't even know there was a vampire in the palace. Which, thanks a lot for that, Shao. Keeping vampires in my palace.
Well, we
No, did you
kick
know
his
about
butt.
this? Yes. Why didn't you tell me? Because Shao ordered me not to. Shao, stop ordering my chamberlain not to tell me things.
He's not here.
Hey, Zhao, where's the casket?
The stone casket. It's in his chambers.
Okay.
Where's his chambers?
I am gonna go, and then Kasumi runs out of the room.
Suru is already.
Yeah,
Well, actually, no. Suru doesn't know where that is, so Suru just starts chasing after you.
I follow.
Okay.
I am also coming.
Oh, yeah, why not? This seems like fun.
All right. Well, actually, the resolution of Namboku, I would like to have informed by profanity.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Personal grudge.
Yes. So, what happens in those chambers,
Stays in those chambers.
I shall be more of an informed situation.
All right. We flash forward. Everybody's walking away. Haha! What a crazy thing that happened just now.
I can't believe
Well,
that happened. What a
Let's
twist.
not talk about it.
Man, it's too
Okay.
bad Akio died.
Oh, that's so sad.
Wow.
Sometime later, you are
3 Vicks. Who would have thought?
You are back within the palace. You've noticed that the Renfang agents are no longer watching you. Or at least not visibly. And from your occasional use of sea invisibility, they are not watching you in particular anymore. You do see the occasional invisible Renfang agent, but they only seem to look over at you on occasion.
Akio a cyborg vampire now?
Akio is not a cyborg vampire.
Oh.
Neither is Namboku.
Oh.
Wait, you don't know that. You haven't
Well,
done the session yet. What if
unless
Profanity
he has
tells you that he
actually-
wants Namboku to be a cyborg robot?
Sure.
What if,
cyborg
yeah.
vampire.
And you don't know what happens. Maybe I drink multiple potions and happened to be near Pascal at the time, asking him to lend me a couple of robot arms and legs and eyes. I could be the Kano.
Gal has robot arms and legs?
I don't care.
I could have them imported.
Sorry. I'll shut up now.
Alright.
It is far too late.
Shao visits you in the chambers that you have retired to. And observes, I must leave the capital by tomorrow
Ah.
at dawn.
That's crazy. I'm leaving the capital tomorrow at dawn.
You would be returning to Viven then.
Yeah, where are you going?
Anywhere, I suppose.
We got great pasta.
It is true. I question
this-
you, Cesare Sensi. What
You question me.
what part do you intend to play in the remainder of this Hadanese tale?
I already got out of the game, to be honest. I mean, it's tricky, right? Because there's a sense of, I don't think it would look that good if the Grand Prince of Viven got directly involved in the, I've obviously involved, but not. That was a previous time when I did not have the title of Grand Prince. I don't know. I'm looking at Sada. Is that something that the Hadanese would even particularly like? Is that from that point onward, the impression of the rest of the world is that, yeah, they fought off the Shogun, but also they had the full backing of the Vivenese state. Just seems like in terms of political stability, you would be much more secure if there was no questions about the legitimacy of your movement and your rebellion, and that there wasn't, not everybody trusts me, which is weird because I'm very trustworthy.
It's
Almost
true.
too trustworthy, if I may say so.
You may. I take that as a compliment. I am absolutely quite trustworthy. And also, I don't know. This happens every time, even when I was a part of it. Look at this. He holds his arms out. They're thin and brittle and old.
Oh, God. Just why would
He
you
like
just
rolls
tack-
up his sleeve a little bit.
Oh, is that every disease known to man?
Hey, I'm very healthy for my age.
None of them.
So the colors of the rainbow.
You have so many diseases, none of them can actually
If
kill
that, and he points in the direction of where the throne was. Actually, wait, I don't have to point at the direction of the throne. I can point at you. If that fireball hit me, I would be dead. Boom, just like that.
I am thankful for Jinshin's interference.
Holds up his hands. Absolutely. I am very thankful for that as well. But I am just saying, I don't imagine one of the Shogun's retainers is going to jump on my body in order to prevent me from getting roasted by whatever BS he's got up his sleeve.
That
So,
is a definite concern. Both your fragility in combat, but also whatever BS the Shogun has up his sleeve.
yes.
One does not destroy one of the armies of T simply through force of arms and good tactics.
Right.
He
So we're back
evidently does
to
have that in abundance.
we're back to political arrangements, and that's where I'll be honest, I'm conflicted about it.
I just realized, where the fuck is Gadaris?
I don't know. Well, I can only talk as one person at a time. So
No, we lost him a while ago.
I know, he exists. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
He's somewhere in the palace.
he's somewhere out there. Oh, right, Silas, you wanted to talk to me about that. We didn't do that though.
Who is Gadaris?
Funny guy. Not much else to say about him.
Yeah.
Gadaris is part of these guys' deal.
I'm sure I'll learn more of it at another date.
They got a funny way about them. They're very good at what they do, though.
Hmm.
Which is mostly sex, but whatever.
What?
Nothing. Have you decided that you are going to be joining up with the Surugans in their conflict for the moment? Is that where things are heading for you?
It would be wrong for me to
Turn it
abandon
down.
T at this moment.
Wrong? How can you not?
That is what I am trying to reason out.
I see. Well, I suppose in a sense, by helping the Hadanese rebellion, you would be helping T by putting an end to the Shogun's war.
Correct.
It's convenient. 2 birds, 1 stone.
If the Hadanese will have me, that is what I think I shall do.
Sounds good.
We were supposed to talk to the Emperor about a general alliance too.
The Emperor is less incompetent than he seems. I should let you know. He does put on an appearance of weakness to disarm those he speaks to. He may be interested to see first where and in what shape Adano will finish its journey from shogunate to what it becomes next.
So is he going to form an alliance or not?
I don't know. He may not form an alliance with you directly.
But if some TN soldiers show up from the other side of the Shogun's armies, we push them back. You never know.
That makes sense.
The Shogun's army is in T. It is likely, however, that... How many troops do you command?
God, what's the number
Oh,
at again? Let me see.
I'm opening it. Mr.
Hello?
Wren, what are you doing here?
Oh.
Just a tube comes out of the ceiling and shoots it.
The tube's not there yet. I'm
I'll
still
just
looking
start
up.
screaming at this.
We turn around and there's just a cabinet there. Has it always been there?
There's all our guys, and there's
manpower.
also like all the allies we have as well. So
Yes, that is a good point. Akio's Ronin and the Clockwork Infantry do not contribute to our manpower count. Direct manpower is 3,400. Then
But,
allied units, there's a bunch of them, but I don't have numbers of number of
Yeah,
manpower
forget
for that. But you got Sun Elf warriors, one quantity. Sun Elf archers, another unit of those. Sun Elf mages, a unit of those. 3 Sentinel guards from Amberillion. 1 High Elf mage unit from Amberillion. 5 divisions of Hongese warriors from Hayaba, Hongese archers from Hayaba, Bear Riders, Hayaba, Clockwork Infantry. There's 20 of them, 20 units of them, I'm guessing. And
Yeah,
then something that's called the Company of the Hat.
those are Vivanese mercenaries that Rodrigo hired.
I see. Those were the
After
red.
there was somebody tried to assassinate Pascal. He wasn't happy, but
Yeah, I was looking at these and was like, I don't recognize doing this. What's going on?
and there's also the
Partridge in a pear tree.
there's also the Skitterkin, which I don't think aren't included. I think we've rather put them.
Hello?
Skitterkin are like I think
Acknowledge me.
they have 1,000 troops they could contribute, right, Cells?
about that, yes.
Yeah, so it'd be 10 like the quantity, I think.
What about your vassals?
That too.
The
Sure
vassals
those are.
can be levied, but they... Well, let me see. Do we have a vassal? I don't... Oh, yeah, in Kingdom Overview, right? This is... Okay, another tube is showing up. Give me a second. Oh, well, it's all different units. Those are measured in BP. Ryoko has 40 units worth of BP, or 40 BP worth of units. Kurohito, 20. Ishido, 25. Kansai, 20.
Right. You should
So
probably
I can't say what the actual units amount of those are because BP doesn't map directly to manpower.
Yeah, we need.
Right.
So that could be
So
like 2 lizards, or it could be like 1 billion guys.
Could be 1 billion guys. Yeah.
Right. So you got maybe 15,000 guys.
Yeah.
You had to estimate it. About after this, the dragon nods and goes, I am not certain as to the exact numbers of the shogunate army, but from what I understand, it is something around 10 times that number.
Yeah, but I mean...
We also have some help from some dragons, including a boon from a very old one I haven't called in yet.
Ooh.
Come unused.
Is it a surprise?
You know who it is.
I am a very old dragon.
I'm talking older than you.
Oh, can I
You
have
don't
my
have to
talking sword?
Get into it.
I have not had my talking sword in a while. Can I have him back now?
Your
He's
weapons
alone.
will be returned to you.
Okay. I miss him.
Your...
And I guess I also...
I would point out
Uh-huh.
that your very old dragon, or rather that Lung revealed to you her true identity. She is the first gold dragon.
Yes.
Not. It was she that was spawned directly by Budavast. I was born from her.
Yes.
That's pretty old.
Yeah.
Wow, you
But,
can't just say it about people.
This one was also born directly from one.
You speak of Nanaxus.
Yes.
I had thought that I heard that you had dealt with him. You have a boon owed to you by the hurricane.
Yes.
The hurricane.
Yes. Yes, we do.
And you trust to it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
We all look at each other unsure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Nanaxus is admittedly more complicated than most of his chromatic ilk. Does not
Complicated.
mean that he is trustworthy, nor does it mean that we appreciated taking him into tea itself.
Yeah.
But Lung did tell you to make use of all your resources. Surely she knows. More importantly, Nanaxus does not know my mother's true identity. He thinks she is of his generation. And sure, it remains that way.
Indeed.
Hi.
Indeed.
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 Smoke my. I didn't smoke my pipe.
Stop saying
Indeed.
indeed.
Tombstone did it first, and I'm like, why is Sada talking like that?
Indeed.
No,
Indeed.
cut it out.
Yes.
Oh,
Definitely.
indeed.
That's the Dark Souls 3 lady.
Indeed.
Indeed. I cannot stop now.
Indeed.
You can and you will.
Indeed.
Alright, I'll shut up now.
Anyway. Where was I?
She's young. Or sorry, she's not in the I don't know. I don't know why I can't. Fuck.
Did you almost say she's not a degenerate?
No, he's
Okay, I
not in the
misheard
same
you.
generation. What is going on with my microphone? I need to get a new one. Oh, unless this is better.
Whoa!
It's
Whoa!
Tombstone is in
That's-
my mind.
It's
Tombstone
sexy.
Nuva
Nuva.
is.
What?
That is
Nothing. You just sound
superior
way closer than you were before.
and also
Oh.
much clearer.
Yes,
Okay.
much clearer.
Yeah.
Maybe I should stop talking with the microphone behind me.
What?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, maybe you
microphone
should.
behind.
What on earth is happening?
That makes sense to me.
I'll explain later. Anyways, sorry, Sals. Back to.
It's one of those Japanese ghosts with the mouth on the back of the head.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
Anyhow.
my point is that Viven's assistance would no doubt be helpful, and T's assistance in your coming battle will no doubt be necessary. You cannot defeat the Shogun alone. Not as you currently stand.
Yeah.
He has the forces of the large island with him, and it is too populous compared to the rest of your country. And there's the question of what has happened with Feng Wu's body,
Yeah, that's
and
also
what
worried
the
about
Elder
that.
Temples, what tricks they intend to make use of. All this is to say, you may wish to ask your friend here from Viven for more help than he currently provides. I shall leave you in the meantime.
Where are you going?
I must pack that which I shall bring with me.
Makes sense.
It is so strange. Lifetimes I've spent here and have not left these walls. It is almost as if I built myself my own prison. If only one I stayed in
Gilded
by
cage.
choice. Very much so. Perhaps this is for the best.
Good to get some air and a
That does a
change of
somber nod.
perspective.
Yes. I shall leave you to your conversation.
Right.
Until tomorrow. That he nods. And leaves.
Goodbye. What a weird guy.
What a weird guy.
But yeah, like Zhao said, Bizarre, if you're willing.
What do you want? Like,
If you help us.
help. There are levels of help. What are you asking for? As much as I can possibly give?
Cannons.
Cannons. We do have those.
just two big guns.
Troops.
True.
Logistical supplies. Actually, boats, like warships, would probably be the
Boats
best.
would be, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Your best rum.
We have one really big boat now, but we probably need some more.
What do you mean you have one really big boat? What really big boat do you have?
Got
Oh,
a
it-
cool
we got
boat.
we got a really big
Dreadnought.
warship from the a dreadnought from the Shogun.
One of the
Oh,
biggest ships
that's
in the world,
fun.
I'd reckon.
Like armored
It
all
was-
the shit.
Yeah. It was
It's
powered.
awesome.
It was powered by skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, skeletons running on hamster wheels.
Yeah.
Are you you're not talking about the bone ship.
No, that one's still
Bone
missing.
shit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
It's not good that it's missing, actually.
No, I think that's very nice to hear. That
It took a whole
spooky
town
ghost
with it.
ship is
It took a whole town.
the ghost ship. I never would have thought the ghost ship, the bone ship.
Oh, did we actually get the what?
No, we didn't.
Oh, I was confused.
Okay. Well, this is a sort of a weird place to talk about it. Right here on the spot, we can make a proper meeting of it, and you can present something. But here are my concerns, and it is essentially what I just said to Zhao. If Viven gets directly involved with your rebellion, yes, it will be very helpful. And certainly will provide you with a great amount of advantage and aid and resources, etc. There is not another nation that currently. I don't know how to express this. Viven is not small. Its resources are not diminutive, and its influence is wide. And if
There isn't another nation that's
those
directly involved.
forces mustered
Yeah.
to aid Hadano, well, your Hadano, obviously, not the Shogun's version of it, the rest of the world would know and notice and would treat you accordingly. They will not see this rebellion as legitimate, as legitimate. They might still give it legitimacy, but it will then instead become Cesare de Sensi. He took a boat trip with some weird kids to Sarugu, planted them there. They spread a rebellion, and then once it seemed like they were about to be crushed, he mustered all the forces of Viven with some sort of made-up diplomatic reason that I'm sure I could create, and swooped up and, destroyed the shogun, and now Haruno is firmly within the sphere of influence of Viven, and really, if you want to be talking to anybody in Haruno, you have to first go through me. And earnestly, truly, I know you. I do not actually want that for you, Sato.
Yeah.
And I do not actually want that for Haruno.
Yeah.
This is unique. Understand, this is very unique. In every other instance, I would be leaping at you asking for help right now. I would be thrilled because it would be it's a slam dunk. It's on a platter. It's beautiful. But Haruno will be seen as maybe not a direct but unspoken vassal of the Viennese trade empire. And that's not great.
No.
I can be more subtle about it. In some senses, we are being subtle about it because, of course, Rodrigo has taken a very close interest in this whole affair. And so it's sort of a filtered through that sort of thing. It is not just entirely coincidental that he's able to just muster all these forces and send them off on this adventure. Of course, Pascal's presence here being quite helpful in that regard. So in that sense, it could be pumped through these sources.
Yes.
If you're asking me, one note though, if you're asking me to just be there, I'll have like a pistol strapped to my side and I can fire a couple of rounds at the Shogun. That I will not do. That I will not do.
Why not?
I am sorry. That is putting so much at risk. For I love you, but I will die.
That is fair. You are very old.
Okay, you know what? I can say it. Easy though. Sumi?
Yeah, we have to just figure out a way that doesn't paint it like that.
Mm.
And
There
it
are
is
a
not.
couple of
Listen, the rest of the
Yeah.
world, they're not dupes. Even if we
Yeah.
try and do it subtly, there's a very difficult. It's difficult to pretend to give aid, or to fake giving aid. If a Viennese ship shows up, nobody's going to be like, "Huh, must have just randomly showed up for no reason."
But
It's just
you,
that we
you
also have other foreign entities helping us as well. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it's Viven as one of
Montfrance.
many
Yeah, we have Montfrance, the
nations,
twin kingdoms.
yeah,
Sapphire has been working on cash.
if it's one of many
Absolutely.
to recognize and endorse us, then doesn't that add legitimacy to our
You're
cause?
recognized and endorsed by Viven already.
Sure.
And you have Viennese resources already at your disposal. I could, as not the Grand Prince, as the head of House Sensi, also say, House Sensi is also interested in this for obviously plainly personal reasons, and we are also contributing some ships on your behalf. But it is a delicate diplomatic thing to go about. Again, given the fact that I was here at the start of it. It raises a lot of questions.
Yeah.
questions that frankly aren't even that wrong, right? I mean, that was the intent. That's why we came here. We didn't show up to be like, let's take a vacation in Tsurugu, and it's like, oh, it turns out it's messed up. We left on instructions.
Yeah.
Montfaucon is giving direct aid to. I don't know.
Montfaucon is a strong, respectable nation. It's very impressive what they've managed to do. Fending off against the Empire. Montfaucon is not Viven.
Yeah.
They definitely have a more annoying accent.
And yes, you're right, Montfaucon is involved. And I could match them, I suppose. But any involvement is very prickly.
I would just be concerned about the ample, as a, member of a Vivenese, a member of the 5 families, I'd just be concerned about Viven losing the ample influence it has in this nascent country to
This is
another
true.
that assists them in their time of need.
You're right. I'm worried about it. But it is not so easy to simply I have seen you achieve so many incredible things that would seem absolutely impossible. Not that I am relying upon it happening again, but the very start of this whole endeavor was frankly insane.
Yeah.
And by virtue of that, I believe you can do it. Not to say that I think, therefore, you don't need any help with it, but it is at a point where I worry, as I have said. My attention on you is not beneficial to you. Rodrigo's is fine. That is clearly in his own self-interest, but he did not start this whole thing. Well, actually, you know what? He's also implicated because he's the one who loaned us the ship after all. Me, I guess. He loaned me the ship. I will try.
All right.
I am trying. We can send a reasonable force that is in the interest of securing our trade. But it still has to be you who wins the thing.
Yeah.
It can't be Viven.
Yeah. I wouldn't want it that way either.
I know. Well, I guess you wouldn't want to die, but yes. What is the plan anyway? You're here at T, you're trying to get an alliance. Maybe the Emperor will supply his troops in some sort of clandestine way. In a sense, I imagine that the Emperor has similar concerns as to mine, although slightly different.
I was kind of
Like-
hoping that they would be willing to, like,
Help
you
us do
know,
like a pincer attack.
a joint military operation, and then we all just go our separate ways.
Joint
The Emperor
military
has to
operation in
react
this.
at some point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Of course.
the
They're at
Shogun's
war.
here in his land on a extermination mission.
Right. Well, that's that. My question was, how is the confrontation supposed to play out? You march with your force against their force, and you face them head on. What is the
I
what
mean,
is the
I mean,
intention?
we still hadn't really, we hadn't figured all that out yet. We were just came to tea and stuff to figure that part out, and then everything that
See.
happened here happened.
Because, as Zhao said,
Yeah.
you are outnumbered.
hold-
Honestly,
We hold the
I do
northern
not
part of
even believe
Hadnos.
Viven could produce enough troops to give you a numerical advantage. Well, okay, actually, thinking about it, we have a lot of mercenaries, but
You'd have to hire like every mercenary.
it would be quite a
Yeah.
bit. That would be like, okay, well, this is not a real rebellion. This is just Viven went to war with the shogun. Um,
And for clearly personal reasons, because
okay, clear
it would-
personal reasons. It's
there's no way
outside.
to recoup that sort of cost.
Yes, your trees are very nice trees, but they're not. I mean,
Celestine and Ardanian lumber is superior in quality.
who said that?
It was Pascal.
Wow.
What? I'm being honest.
Oh wow. They've got that new fancy wood harvesting technique. You don't care about the environment, Pascal? My
No,
God.
that's excellent. The amount that they can produce is the real difference
Achievement.
here.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So much in a relatively small amount of space without any like long-term environmental issues. That's pretty incredible.
It's quite
Yeah.
nice.
I don't know how I figured that out.
Zhao's made an excellent point. You are outnumbered,
Yeah.
and you will be outnumbered no matter what. So how do
Yeah.
you how do
We need to
you
start-
tackle that? You ambush, you
Yeah.
assassin,
Well,
you
I mean, it's the presumption is
distract, you ruse.
the first presumption is that we are not the primary force here. We would the intent here would be to back up T, the force that actually is numerically superior. I'm not proposing that we Hadno go in a glorious death charge against the Shogun, but realistically, we have for a decent army
Mm-hmm.
with specialist people who are specialists.
Right.
But you're
Put
right.
the Shogun
But-
in a
but
sort of
we-
desperate position where he has to wrap up the warranty
Yeah.
quickly.
We need
Makes
to-
an attack that is only just matching his force's ability, and you have a small strike force at play. Small, relative to his size, but it is your entire army.
Yeah.
And you decapitate him. That would work great, but how do you get that to happen?
We need to start. Well, I was gonna say we need to start pushing south, and half of
But
Hadno
the issue
with
is,
us
if you
now.
start pushing south, then the Shogun knows your presence and would be less likely to make such a rash military action.
So then, what would you propose? What would you say
I
would be
think-
the?
I
we
do
just
not
need
know.
to. We need to make it so there's no place he can run back to.
Hmm.
I mean, if we do cut off his ability to get stuff from the sea, that would be cool. We do have, I feel, a superior naval force at this point. Considering we actually have ships that are intended as warships more so than the various
Sailing
bune he
vessels.
has.
Mhm. Hmm.
In fact, largely the most of his fleet in our most recent engagements were conscripted vessels from the locals.
Hmm.
To be fair, I think that was sort of a something put together just to attack us. The actual shogunate naval forces protecting his supply lines might be a bit more durable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know you hate this. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I need to clean out your eye gunk.
You talking to your cat?
Talking to no, that's Pascal talking to Kasumi.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They do always talk about their mutual eye gunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. You guys are gross. Knock it off.
You tell that to Pascal.
Knock it off, both of you. We're in the middle of a conversation. You guys are
Yeah, personally, I would not have taken
pawing
that
at each other's
ancestry
faces.
feat.
It didn't give any benefits though. How could I resist?
Okay, well, fair enough. As somebody who has done that multiple times, that is very reasonable. Salsa, you dealt with the cat's eye gunk.
I just got up to, after doing that to her, I just got up and walked away to get back to my tea. And now I've come back to my desk, and where is my cell phone? Here it is.
Oh
Want me
no,
to call you?
Oh,
she's
dear.
eaten it.
Calling cells. If the phone is inside of the cat, then oh shit, I could have made a call is coming from inside the cat. There we go. I could have done that.
Well, you did.
But,
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
that's good.
As soon as I get up.
Oh, you might want to hide your floss. I forgot to say that. Had one of the cats.
I already put my
Oh,
floss away in
that's good.
my
That
cat.
was
I
a
solved
nightmare
this
to
problem
actually
by
do.
never flossing my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Bada bing,
Well.
bada boom. Cutting the Gordian knot. Gordian floss. All right, so the intention is to cut off his supply line, so he's forced into making a play for tea, and in that moment, striking.
That would make the most sense. And then we pinch them between our forces and the forces of T.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that makes sense. If we can disrupt their supply lines. But again, for that we need ships.
Yeah.
Yes, well, ships are something that certainly we can provide. To match the Shoguns? Well, actually, I shouldn't say trivially. He is not a bad strategist, the man, unfortunately. You gotta give him some props. So it's not like he... You know, all of this being said, it's not like the Shogun hasn't paid attention to the fact that Viven is clearly interested in the this little affair. Little, very important, very large, very, very, very big affair. And would prepare a plan accordingly, but maybe we can see what can be done. Does he have dragons? Can you not just have your dragons breathe fire on the ships? They burn, do not they not? Does he
Also,
make them from
our dragons breathe
inflammable
lightning.
wood?
Yeah.
Lightning
Well, some
seems
of our
like it would
dragons.
work very well too. Just to be honest, sounds like lightning works even better.
We have various dragons of various breath types.
Right. How does the Shogun deal with dragons? He did go to war with T. I assume there is some way that he doesn't get roasty toasty. Does he have lightning rods? Just puts up some lightning rods and they can't be touched?
Dragons haven't been interfering.
Dragons aren't allowed to interfere in human affairs. That's their rule in T.
Ah, it's just, but in human affairs, period.
Actually,
Or
that's a
just
good point.
T&E is human affairs.
The dragons weren't interfering because it was a TN internal affair
Yeah, this isn't that.
anymore.
This is a hard
You
no
guys
thing,
just got
baby.
your independence.
Yeah, so just get the dragons to rusty toasty those boats.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe they'll have put up a fight, aid them a little bit with some ships.
They sink to the bottom. Some of them surrender. You take those boats. You use those boats that you've just recouped to then fully dominate the strait. And then
Or like
Shogun gets news. Oops, if you don't win this war now, you're just going to continue to take attrition until it's fully lost. You have the rest of your army in position for when he makes his inevitable. Well, it won't be reckless. It will still be very well thought and tactically sound, but less desirable military action against the forces of T.
That'll require cooperation from T itself.
Not necessarily. You could just know. Well, it seems like you probably could get cooperation from T, but it's not like it's that hard to follow a giant army and just be in position to strike when they start making their advance. You are the more limber. You have some advantages in being smaller. You are more limber, you are more maneuverable, you are able to coordinate better. So as he starts his machine work, I mean, hell, you could probably fit Gadaris in there somewhere, and he could have sex with a couple of the generals and find out when exactly they'll make their move.
Oh.
Sure.
Akio just
And
got
then it's
confused and
just,
remembered.
he engages with T, and then this not unsizable force crashes in from the rear, and in parts the force is just enough for a strike force to get in and shoot him in the fucking face.
But what if you miss?
And I was
Well-
gonna say, like I was telling Zhao there earlier, I still have a boon from out of those air quotes, the hurricane. And
The
having him
hurricane
potentially-
sounds like something that would fuck up a boat really
yeah,
well.
and having him potentially take care of the supply lines, it would probably be useful. And also, you don't have to worry about that being an issue with T. Well, Dragon.
As a
politics.
trade empire, I can tell you that hurricanes are a huge problem for boats.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
Boats
could
hate
also-
them. One trick.
if I know where they are, I also could just like sink a bunch of boats, kind of on my
Also
own.
true. You could get just
Just go in
Kasumi and a
there.
big dragon, hurricane and tsunami at the same time. That's not a fun combination, I imagine.
I mean, yes, that I could do that. I was also just kind of thinking of like poking some holes in them with this, But yes, also I could do a tsunami.
Yeah.
I could pretend to be a ghost and scare them off their boats. It's worked before.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Or
Do you have old Salt's curse?
No, but I want whatever that is. What?
It's like it's like a really high level spell, but it's completely useless because it's only good for naval like campaigns. But it's basically like if you are near water, the target is completely like debilitated and unable to take any action. But the thing is, most of the time that's easily solved by going away from water.
Yeah.
It's basically only for like pirate campaigns.
You should
It's
do
pretty
that. I
cool.
wanna.
Yeah, being a pirate sounds pretty alright.
That's
God,
sick
I'd
as
be
hell.
so drunk.
Just fight sea monsters and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Grr,
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
pirate jokes all the fucking time. Ah, lost another leg.
Sunken treasure.
Yeah, as a centaur, you have 2 extra legs you can give up to be pegs.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait.
god, that's so cool.
Twice the
all-
pirate of any other.
Egg
All
tar.
pegs. All pegs. Wait.
Egg tar.
That's why they call it a Pegasus.
Hey!
So
Anyway.
we could just, in the meantime of building up our forces, have a couple select small groups go out and harry and destroy supply lines.
Right. I imagine with all of the inroads into the empire that the shogun has made, he has supply that comes in from just pillaging and raiding villages and appropriating stored grain stocks and things of that nature. That also would need to be stopped, because I'm sure T being as large as it is, he can live off the land for a little while even after raising those boats. Now that is definitely a touchier thing to do because the solution to it is raising those grain stocks, and T might not love that.
I don't want to do
That
that.
might
No.
be something you would need to coordinate or ask for permission, or Josiah looks a little bit sly. Could not.
I
Could just raise them and say whoops. I don't know how that happened.
we could. I don't know that we could leave that part to T. They have a lot more forces than us.
This is true.
Again, working towards like an actual coordination of efforts.
Well, the primary coordination or effort that T is going to be contributing is their enormous army that will be the primary thing, the anvil that the Shogun's forces smash into.
Yes.
I do not know, given that this is something that they technically would want to already be doing, which is denying the Shogun's supply or use of their land. That being said, I don't know. Is there a T&E's battle expert here who knows about the Shogun's appropriation of their existing land? Are they raising it? Is there grain appropriation going on? What is it? Rice
How many bees do
appropriation,
they
I
got?
suppose. I should correct myself.
Wait,
Rice is a grain.
we have. I'm sorry. Can
Hey,
I do all
don't
gold?
tell me
Can
what
I
a grain is. I know it's a grain.
can I can I ask a question?
No.
Akio raises his hand.
Absolutely,
Oh,
Bad Fire. Oh, Akio, yes, please go ahead.
so we fought a guy that has complete control over insects, I think, or he throws up insects. I'm not really sure.
Locust?
What? No. What if we just literally take away all their bees?
That will have an effect maybe in 5 years.
What if we take away their bees?
In
How
fi-
do you do that?
The long term.
Also, bees are not, they are a large pollinator, but they're not like other insects also are pollinators.
Oh.
Any insect that touches the flower and then touches another flower is a pollinator.
I lower my
Ants,
hand. Okay.
technically.
Oh. I just thought. I don't know.
No, it's an excellent idea. I thought you were going to say you can just make a bunch of locusts eat up all of the crop.
That's also a possibility. I just thought like if we hit them where it hurts, and it's gonna be a lot
The
more
bees.
subtle.
That's true, but the problem with subtlety is that it takes effect in years, not in days.
Well, it would be like a season, right? If things
Again,
weren't pollinated.
they would pollinate
I don't
through
know.
other means.
Yeah. I guess it would be a slow cumulative effect of a lack of bees.
I also don't believe rice. I think rice is self-pollinating, so
I don't know.
I don't know anything about how.
you'd have to
wheat?
take away the literal wind in order to stop it from
What if we
making
build a
rice. What if you made what? What were you going to say?
we build a giant wall?
Oh,
Oh.
okay. How big is T
No.
again?
This is gonna
T
work.
is by landmass the second largest nation on Logus.
That's a
The
pretty big
largest
wall.
being what? Orzud? Or the Empire?
Well,
the Empire is still the
actually,
largest?
it used to be the Dumadine Empire. Thinking about it, since the Dumadine Empire has had a lot of little chunks cleaved off of it,
Yeah, is there
it-
like a...
it,
what's the word?
Orzud, and T, and also there's a fourth contender, the other large Orzun nation,
Mhm.
whose name escapes me at the moment, is also very
Big.
vast. But it's
Yeah.
also a confederation of a lot of smaller countries, so
Right, of course. Well,
whether or not it's a single nation is debatable.
anyway, these are just the two supplies you'll need to be taking care of. You'll need to get rid of the food that they live off of on the land that they've already covered in their march. There is going to be a supply chain extending, after all the way back to the sea. And then the boats, which the boats sound like you have a pretty good idea of what to do about those.
Destroy them.
What dragons would we use?
All of them.
All of them.
Is there a situation in which all of them is not appropriate?
Yeah, well, is it single use? I mean, the one guy is single use, it sounds like, but the other dragon.
Yeah, like, I mean, one of them is Sada's grandpa, one of them is single use, but the three of them live with us. One of them lives with us and is dating our friend the barkeeper.
Mhm. It'd be funny if he's just like, nah, I don't feel like it.
I mean, he might
You
be.
have also got Zhao, so
Yeah.
We do.
Shao?
Ciao.
Shao.
And he is very
Mighty.
powerful. I mean, just
Yes,
looking
he
at him, he's
might.
jacked.
You're outnumbered, sure, but you've got how much is a
Big.
dragon worth? You counting that as one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, come on.
Oh, by the way, let me switch you to a map that might be more helpful.
Yes.
Oh yes.
A map
Need a
of
geography
Belgium.
lesson. Oh shit.
A map of the continental United States of America.
That's right.
That's where the
This
Shogun's
is
hiding.
Vermont.
Iowa. What the fuck?
The Shogun's in
That's
Iowa.
the same thing I say.
The only way to stop the Shogun is to kill the man who created him, Stephen Alls.
God.
Yeah, it's the Shogun,
Wait.
but he's doing that Tim Curry Red Alert scene. He's like, I will go to the last place untouched by Sadaryudo. Iowa.
Very good. Okay, so
If you believe you have changed the map, you have
No,
not.
we have not. The map is not changed.
oh, I changed it for
It's been-
myself.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah.
There it
Whoa,
is.
whoa, whoa.
So yeah, we also have Bat Bear's help to call upon from here.
That is true.
Yeah.
If T lets a horde of Kesh into, like you saw Batbayar's clan, it's a considering that hordes have relatively large percentages of fighters to non-fighters compared to a normal country.
Mhm.
That's a lot of fighting people.
It's true.
What is this red line? What is the little grayed out black region? What's going on?
Okay,
That's
so,
exactly where the Shogun's pushed to, maybe? I can't remember exactly.
yes, the red line is the approximate region of the shogunate's current occupation, though that is a bit old.
I see.
The black area is the portion of the northern province that extends this far to the east. And the rest of it is, well, either marked Great Kesh or Dongguo of the east. And then there's the Moon Isles in the lower right-hand corner.
Yes, I can see these things. Where are we currently? Are we not on this map?
You're not on this map.
Yeah, we're
You
still
are
more
over
western.
somewhere here-ish.
Yeah.
Got it.
You are in the middle section of T.
Yes.
Right.
the central province.
Well. Yeah. Get a hurricane, roll through that area. Mop up some boats. Send in people to raise or remove their ability to resupply off of the land they've already taken. Force the shogun into trying to end this war quickly so that he can turn back around and suppress your rebellion. In that moment, strike him and, like I've said, shoot him with a gun. Or stab him with a sword or punch him with dust. Or shoot an icicle through his head. So many options.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, not bad.
Why limit yourself? You can all do one.
What if we take him alive?
What?
Why?
I
I'm not
mean,
saying no, but I'm saying yes and
I was thinking the same actually.
to what, face a tribunal back home?
If he's willing to surrender, that is. See.
If
was
he's
just
not,
asking
will
in general
you
if it
take
happened.
him by force or will you allow him to honorably end himself? What is, like,
What were you saying, Pascal?
I was just asking what happens if it happens.
well, apparently we'll say yes. You. Points at you.
He'll face punishment.
He'll face punch.
Yeah. Get to live to see the Hano that's free from tea. Without his.
Maybe you capture him and you find out there's an even greater evil that he's actually been trying to do all of this to suppress. And then he joins you like Dragon Age Origins, and you fight the ultimate evil.
So is
I
he
mean, to be
like a
fair,
max tier Logain kind of character?
Yeah, Logain.
out of character, to be fair, that might actually be the case considering the other temple.
True.
Isn't he
he's
working with the Elder Temple though?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
he's
Okay.
got
downtown.
a necromancer.
Like he has Elder Temple fueled ships?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one seems a little bit hard to claim ignorance on. Although, I guess no one's
Logain didn't
getting
claim
hurt.
ignorance. He just thought he was doing the right thing regardless.
And he willing to pay any price.
And then I kicked his ass.
Who is Logain?
What?
What?
What type
famous-
of deodorant?
What?
No, that's
What's
Rogaine,
deodorant?
and that's actually a type of not being
Oh,
bald.
that's a hit. Oh. That's why I got it wrong. Can't relate.
Yeah, that's right. Well, anybody want to get a calzone?
Why? Well, what? Yeah.
I'll take a calzone.
I got back at the. It's funny. It's only me here, but obviously I did not travel here alone. There is a large Vietnamese contingent, and We do have a chef. He makes a nice calzone. Does like the okay hand with his like a little, like the chef pinch.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm down.
All right. You spend the evening eating calzones and enjoying one another's company, having thus alighted on your plans to go forward. The next morning finds you once more embarking upon your sky skiff.
Another dragon.
Yes,
What about
another dragon at your side.
what about the other dragons? Are they gonna chill out here in tea still, or?
Well, Fengwu is still a person,
Yeah.
or human. So she is going to ride on your sky skiff.
Okay.
Zhuanxie Dun, however, walks up to you and goes, "Hello,
Hey,
my little grandchild,
that's me.
many times removed.
Yes.
That is you. So, you're independent now,
It's true.
but I'm still protecting you.
Thanks.
So, you need anything, you just come right up to good old Grandpa Zhuanxie Dun, and I will make a mess of people's pots and pans for you.
All right.
Like that nasty Shogun. He's no longer a Tian citizen, so
True.
I can make a mess of his pots and pans.
Yeah.
And, of course, I control the dragon to the north, so they too can apply pots and pans to the wrong places.
You breathe pots and pans now?
No, I breathe molten metal.
But could you breathe
you
pots
can-
and pans?
You could manipulate them and have them float in the air, the pots and pans.
Oh, yes, that I could do. And I could have the molten metal stop in midair and form into pots and pans.
Oh. Cool.
But if you wash it with soap, then it's useless. It loses the patina, and
Damn.
stuff starts to stick on it when you cook.
Yeah.
Yes, don't do that. Just normal water, rinse, wipe. Hmm.
Hmm.
All right, let's go.
Right.
Oh,
That's why I came over to you. But I will not be traveling back with you,
Yes.
Sadaryudo. I have stayed away from my north for too long, and I fear things might have transpired there that I would not have allowed to otherwise. Or perhaps I haven't. I don't know. I'll find out. It's exciting.
Hmm.
But I will not let my most august and now independent, strong woman, granddaughter,
Independent strong woman. All right.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
That's right.
go
Sounded like you were gonna
unattended.
say hashtag.
He's an
Expect
old man and he's trying his best, alright?
Yeah, he's learning new terms.
he's like, I'm gonna use the terms the kids are into.
yes.
Oh,
I
I'm
and
sorry.
now you know that I am actually quite a bit older than you initially thought.
Yes.
Yes.
5,
No older than that.
50.
6.
Yes, I don't know.
56.
No. I can't remember the last time I was 56.
Must be less than 56 then.
I don't think Ardania existed yet. Have you been to Ardania? It's very nice. I've been there once.
I met a guy from there. Yeah,
You
fire
have?
powers too. Yeah.
I heard they have a very annoying skeleton.
Yeah, that too.
I know nothing of this.
Yeah.
But I do know that I was saying something before I went on that tangent. Yes, I will not let my granddaughter go unattended. You will have in your service a great, well, Well, you have a dragon, but what kind of would you like? A great warrior, great smith, great poet? I have a lot of
What about
relatives.
that metal
and
boat? Talking about that. Never got
the
around to
metal.
that.
Oh yes, the metal boat.
You have a dragon that's a metal boat?
Well, no, the dragon would not really be a
We were
metal
talking
boat.
about him
but
using his skills of blacksmith to make a weird living metal boat, I think.
yes, the
hell
boat of
yeah.
living metal. That's still in the drawing board. I'll be honest. That one's a toughie.
How do you guys keep running into situations where you have living boats?
It just happens a lot.
You had another living boat.
No, this one. No, the other one was unliving.
It was an unliving boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems worse. Also very dangerous.
Yes. We don't know where it went.
It took a whole town with it.
That's terrible.
Yes.
Keep mentioning that. Maybe that town had bad vibes.
I think the boat probably had worse vibes.
all right.
That's something that I'll let Senlin Ma know about. Maybe. Actually, Senlin Ma, you know what? You're a family of all four of us. You should have a dragon from each. Yes, that makes sense. Right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're saying.
Oh, right. Cesare Sensi, I shall let you in on a great secret. T.
Oh, I love secrets.
T has many dragons living within it. More than perhaps any other land. It is protected by the five flights of golden dragons.
One second.
Dragons.
1 second. Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Yes!
What?
I know. It shocks many. But it is not merely our culture that reveres the dragon, but dragons themselves live among its other peoples. And I am one such dragon. The great Iron Dragon of the North. Though I did not lie to you earlier, I am the great alchemist of the North as well.
Man,
I cannot believe this.
Akio ponders about the irony of... Well, it's not really irony, but he ponders about how he wears a golden suit and he didn't know a single golden dragon up until now.
Now you know all of them.
Perhaps you
There might
did and
be a
just didn't know
connection
it.
there.
Anyway, yes. My siblings. I shall convince them each to impart on you a golden representative. Except they'll likely not be directly golden. You see, we are bunches of different colors with gold bits sort of in between. But yes.
Hopefully we can convince them to not tear each other's throats apart with the blues there.
Oh, right, those three. Oh, that'll be fine. Or they'll die. One or the other. Anyway, the issue is, well, that is my question, actually. What kind of dragon do you desire? From me, or your or my siblings?
That is a question I don't know how to answer.
That is a good
He's saying,
point.
What is
blacksmith, a warrior, or a poet, or whatever.
We are each of us four are the founders of our bloodline, and our bloodlines do somewhat flow from us of course, every dragon is different, just like every person is different, but we all have specialities.
Family business.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Which one of you is the software engineer golden dragon?
That would be Shao. You're already getting him.
Yep.
Some kind of mage or bard or something would be probably good for us. Just as an aside, like,
Yeah.
right? We're so lacking in
Yeah,
that
we usually don't have
area.
many arcane experts along with us. Except for our friend Logan sometimes.
Oh, well, and also, I think you already do have a ivory dragon
Sure.
representative on your island, so
Yeah.
likely won't be getting one of them. You should ask Shao, though, for one of his. True gold dragons. I suspect he won't stay on your island forever.
Oh wait, are we getting these as like representatives that'll live on our island and not
Yes.
just like?
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Oh.
You are not part
Oh.
of T. Our place is in T. I suspect that Feng Wu's place on your island may be different now. Though there are some special places I imagine she will maintain. I would suspect most of her brood to move back to the mainland. But that is something you may wish to bring up with her. And of course, I myself, while I do claim protection over your islands, again, my duty is to T. I cannot simply be popping over to Hondo every time there's a problem to breathe metal upon the people who would make such issues. But keeping at least one of my progeny over there seems like a good substitute, at least in case to hold down the fort in case things get hairy.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to contact me in case you need assistance.
Well,
I'll be a better assistance than any great big blue dragon.
But yeah, I think we could always use an expert blacksmith. That could be helpful to have.
I can give you a smith.
Especially not just for us, but for our armies as well.
Yes, I agree. I saw some of the equipment your armies are using.
Oh, he's dissing you.
No, I'm joking. Your smiths are fine. But my smiths are better. So I will send you one.
All right.
They will have the smithing capacity of 1,000 men.
Holy shit.
And what about the
Probably not, actually. That seems like an exaggeration, but they'll be very good at it. Great big smith arms. Powerful.
Smith arms.
what are the expertise of the others? The blue gold dragons and the forest imperial dragons?
I don't know.
No?
Well, the
You don't
forest
know?
dragons are nerds.
Yeah, nerds.
I would you've met them all.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
Okay.
Just write it down somewhere. I'll make sure they all get it, and then they'll send one along. Eventually. I'll make sure eventually is soon, though. You
Okay.
need these nowish.
Yes.
Ooh, you're going to have so many dragons in your town. They're all going to be on top of each other. It's going to be
Yes.
such fights.
It'll be great.
By the way, if two of them do start fighting,
Run.
yeah. I mean, you're all powerful in your own way. I'm sure you'll be able to handle it.
Are you gaslighting us?
What?
Yes.
Right.
I don't
Well,
know.
that's it for me. I have iron to smith.
Oh, also, Sada hugs Dwantidan.
Whoop.
Aw.
Oh.
That buyer also hugs him.
Shazari the sensei also hugs him.
He's my grandpa. You don't all gotta hug him.
Hal gives him a
Kasumi-
nice pat on the shoulder.
Kasumi hugs Shazari to Sensei and then feels really awkward about it.
Oh.
And
Everybody
Oh.
hugs him.
and see if he can visit visit Hajime and Viven sometime. I'm sure he'd be very overjoyed to meet you.
Oh, that sounds like an excellent
Yes.
idea. Maybe I'll do that right now. Grand Prince of Evan, what's your policy on dragons flying into your city? Really big ones, like 100 feet
Preferably,
long.
preferably not in dragon form. I have to say. That being said, how much we can do to stop you is questionable.
Very questionable. I shall see you soon. Aha! And with
Very
that,
well.
you are no longer hugging him as you are thrown apart by the sudden force of Dwanse Dun becoming. Did my computer just fall asleep? Can you still hear me?
No, I can
I
still
can
hear you.
hear you.
Okay, good. My screens went took a snooze. As Dwante Dun erupts into his dragon form, shooting straight upward, as a great gray, black, and gold dragon that begins making its curling, flying way to the north, shouting, "I am Dwante Dun!"
There he goes.
There goes my hero.
My grandpa.
Feng Wu is standing next to you. She did not hug Dwante Dun.
Of course
Who
not.
didn't?
Well, now that is over, shall we be off?
Yes. Hit the road. The sky road.
The sky road.
And you hit the water road. I guess, Cesare.
All right.
Safe travels. I give a hand to shake.
Sure. Good luck.
And where has this one been?
Oh, who's that?
You turn to see
Sure.
Gulpo Fig Newton.
Ah, there he is.
Gulpo! Actually, I
Walking
wouldn't
up
know
to you.
them as Gulpo.
Mhm.
I think this is a stranger to me.
Oh, Golpo, this is Cesare de Sensi. Have you met? I guess
Sal's,
not.
now your computer has fallen asleep if you happen to be speaking.
No, I think
Oh,
he's.
no,
I think
I
he was
am
waiting
here.
for you. Or no, okay, it was you.
Yeah, I'm not
No.
sure how to handle this actually.
Yeah, I thought he was
Oh.
waiting for you, Fruit.
Oh, you want me to talk to myself?
Yeah.
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 You're allowed.
Get fucked.
All right, everyone, be quiet. Let's listen.
No, don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So
Um,
yeah, go.
So actually, like, is Gadaris in some sort of other form, or does Gadaris actually? I don't know. They might actually just they are similarly bluffers. So actually, this might be a situation where Cesare is able to pick something out, or somebody's able to pick out Gadaris.
Like mannerism way, because I
Yeah.
think
Also, we do
they
know
just
each
look
other
like a
well.
dude.
There is a very clear chilliness between the two of them. Cesare will never betray anything except people. But in seeing Gadaris again, it's awkward. You guys like, wait, aren't these two supposed to be like buddies? They were both like shitty. But there's like almost like for the first time, like Cesare seems like almost slightly afraid. Like, oh,
Huh.
it's you. But then, of
Yes.
course, when he speaks, nothing of that is betrayed, and it's like, ah, Gadaris, it's good to see you again.
I don't know who this Gadaris is, but I'm Gulpo Fig Newton.
I'm sorry, Gulpo, my old friend.
Mm.
Well, I really must be going, but it was a pleasure to meet all of you again.
Gulpo Fig
Yes.
Newton is smiling, but has a very odd smile. It never reaches his eyes, to be clear.
He's not smizing.
But right now he looks like he's seeing something and understanding it. for the first time.
Shazari's on borrowed
Oh man.
time.
Oh.
But anyway,
Anyway,
Anyway, nothing to worry
goodbye,
about.
Grandpa. Other Grandpa.
Any grandpa.
with that, you depart. As you begin sailing forth, you have a shadow cast over you as overhead flies the immense form of a golden dragon of
Right.
brilliant golden hue and utterly stupendous size. Honestly, making Duante Dun look kind of shrimpy in comparison. Possibly nearing twice as long. And indeed, looking somewhat kite-like due to the large
Somewhat
musculature
kite-like.
at its forelimbs.
But if you heard you say that, you would be roasted to a crisp.
So hey, Godaris, what the hell were you doing for the past couple days?
Yeah, ain't no fucking.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to tell you about, actually.
Okay.
Man, look at that dragon's lats though, for real.
You
It's
know I'm
wild.
looking at it. Absolutely shredded. And I hear he's coming with, which is so nice.
The journey back to Sarugu is uneventful, fortunately,
That's good.
though it does take some time.
Yeah.
Fine.
Take
Time
a
is
nap.
an illusion. Oh
What?
yeah, and I guess you could fast forward through. I don't know.
Until eventually, you finally return home.
Too.
Everything's on fire.
No, not everything is on
Everything's
fire.
chill. Oh.
Just one thing.
Actually, no.
Oh.
Nothing is visibly on fire.
Two things.
However, there are a large
We are.
number of ships in your harbor that you do not recognize.
Ah. What do they look like?
Dogs.
Various kinds, mostly sailing ships, but a lot of them are foreign. Clearly some Viennese vessels of varying kinds. But you also recognize the pale blue and lavender colors of Montfarset vessels. Two of them in particular are exceptionally imposing. Great multi-masted lumbering behemoths, though still dwarfed by your dreadnought. Well, no, not dwarfed. Actually, thinking about it, probably about on the same scale.
Oh my god, you really reeled that back. Like.
Well, no, I'm thinking about it like your dreadnought was 200 feet long.
Uh-huh.
And these men of war are about similarly proportioned. So
I guess what happened is like we saw them from far away and we're like, oh, those are some tiny boats, but oh no.
But we forgot about how perspective works.
Yes. What is this? A boat for ants?
Nope.
Looking at a
Stranger
boat that's
still
very far away. That's a
are
very small boat. It's as big as my pinky.
Stranger still are the long, thin, catamaran ships
Oh, catamaran.
of white wood and with graceful Latin sails and ornate silver filigree upon their prows and sterns. A substantial number of them. And the camps outside your city. There are a bunch.
Ah.
Much more, many more than when you left. When you alight in the castle courtyard, a guard comes up to you and says, Lady Sada, your
Hey.
return has been greatly anticipated. You're requested by Lord Hajime.
All right. Let's
You
head
find
on in.
Hajime in your common meeting room. He is looking over a large amount of papers as he looks up.
Hey, it seems like a lot happened while we were gone.
You could say that.
Yes.
The Vividnese mercenaries, they didn't stop with
Huh.
well, no, not Vividnese, I should say. The mercenaries in general didn't stop with the petty kingdoms, Landsknechts. They're from everywhere,
Oh, jeez.
and they don't all get along. Do you know that Vividnese and Gissalans don't like each other? I didn't, but now I do.
I think I remember hearing that. Maybe seeing it.
Actually, Sada, you would know that.
Yeah.
Jessalo and Viven are arch nemesis
True, yeah.
because of their opposite perspective on slave trade.
Slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And elves. There are
More
elves here. There's an army of elves here.
Holy shit.
I don't know why they're here. They won't talk to me.
Okay.
They just set up camp outside the city.
Okay then. Guess we'll
Also,
hopefully we can find out
while
more.
you were on your way, some more dragons showed up.
Wait, what?
You're making a rainbow collection of dragons.
Which dragons?
What color?
Kind of dragons showed up?
Well, there's a green one, and there's a blue one, and there's a
Oh,
black
yeah.
one.
Oh, okay.
That's fast.
Just so you know, there's gonna be more showing
What?
up. Yeah.
Why?
The dragons of the lead dragons of T are each sending representatives.
These are them. Those are them.
These are
Presumably.
them. That's what they said. Yep.
Oh, are they them? Okay, I thought they were
Because the
other
colors match up.
ones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you... What?
I'm a little overwhelmed.
Yes, I can understand.
All of your vassal daimyos want to know what you're doing.
Oh.
And
Well,
how
you can send
raising what forces they're raising for you.
Yes, we're gonna have to figure that out. You can also tell them Hando's independent now.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
I'll put the flag out.
Yeah.
What a patriot.
This, he just gestures generally to the desk in front of him. This is yours now.
Okay.
Enjoy.
I will.
I'm going to go take a nap.
Yes. That gets to work looking at everything.
Right, huh?
With that,
Sleeping on the job.
we will do city building.
City building.
Oh, damn, I
Next,
forgot.
kingdom building over this next week.
Okay.
Or perhaps now if you'd really like to.
Maybe.
In which case, you must assign those build points for your vassal armies.
Now
Oh
let's
my
figure out
God.
what do we got again?
A lot of them.
Forgot
We should go over
what I
that
do.
separately.
And next week we will go through. Actually, over the course of the week, I will let you know the mercenary friends that have now showed up, and we can perhaps
Oh.
go over during the week who you would like to
Okay,
sign
sorry.
up for, or who
Yes.
you'd like to have signed up. And next week, you can start off with what these new elves are doing here.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the
Do an elf
do we know
thing.
anything else about the elves? By the way, whether they show up
No,
in boats or
I'd
you
love
know
that.
their symbol.
okay.
It is a blue moon
Hmm.
with a black circle. It's a
Ah.
blue moon. It's a blue moon crescent with a black circle set in its
All
exact
right.
center.
So the moon elves, and we have the sun elves and the moon elves now.
When the moon hits the
Any of
moon.
you could roll knowledge history to try and
Sure.
figure out what that
Yes.
is.
I will try. I have a little bit of knowledge history, so I might roll well.
Oh,
That's my
Sam.
character sheet.
I'm fairly decent at that.
It's not awful.
No, it isn't.
Ah, yeah, that's what we like to see.
Ah,
10.
Sada, you do not know. Paulina, you know that this is, or you recall seeing such a ship before. That is, or a symbol before on a ship. That is a symbol of Laerillion, the elven floating city-state that floats around over the northern continent of Averon.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
What are they doing here?
Yeah.
Asai,
That is sort of like the the
you
side.
know that symbol to be the symbol of Laerillion, city of dusk, that withstood a siege by the forces of the Archlich Xerxes for many years before his eventual destruction, and whose hatred for undead is legendary.
Ah, okay, that makes more sense then.
Cool.
Especially if there's a big
How's it?
undead dragon.
And
God, yeah.
whose also reverence for Crypta is the primary goddess of that floating city. Strangely enough, for a formerly immortal, then just very long lived, now potentially maybe immortal again. Who knows?
Yeah.
People.
Are they? Can't remember. Are they sort of like the primary elven city, or is that still like the middle island in between all the continents?
Astereliath is the center of the new elven empire, such as it is.
Okay.
But you do recall that when you saw the Archon speaking to several others on his floaty mirror, you do recall briefly seeing a elf in dark blues and navies with that symbol on them.
Ah, okay.
You also recall that there were let me see. How many people were on that screen? 2, 3, 4. There were 4. But who and what were each other is a good question. And that's where we will end for tonight.
All right.
And now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show.
Ah, the meme.
Memes.
Let's see this meme.
Also, look what you did, Jake.
They're all slightly tilted.
They're
It's
all
exciting.
over the place.
It
I'm not sure
looks.
if you actually deleted some.
Excellent
I-
work, Jake.
I don't know how I did. If I did,
Oh, you made the cool S.
that's all I was thinking too. It did look kind of like the cool ass.
What? Why is Akio, why are you looking? What are
I
you...
don't know. Move it
He
yourself.
just feels like it.
Okay.
So Jake rotated all the tokens.
Yeah, all the
No.
tokens are like kind of off kilter, and that's why.
Yeah.
No.
I believe... You know what?
Garland legally can.
Really?
He is dead.
He
That's
exclaims
true.
very differently. It's true.
Also, I don't think I ever... Yeah, I don't know. I just think he wouldn't say it. It's beneath him. And bet by our... If my daimyo commands it, I will say. Fuck. There we go. That tickles my funny.
Inarius regularly says fuck.
Yes.
Reiko legally cannot.
Why in tarnation? I can't do this.
Fine, tarnation.
I didn't think anybody else would be here in the no legal zone. Wait,
The no legal zone.
doesn't make sense. God, thinking about how the fact that he's just lying about, free from hell.
Burning Wrath is here because she is trapped in jewelry.
I was just gonna say the Thousand Faces legally cannot say fuck because he's dead.
Because he's fucking dead. Hell yeah.
I'm glad that we're sticking with this format that if you are dead, you are legally not allowed to say.
You can't say fuck
the,
in the afterlife.
Crypta
Crypta will
would
kill you.
come get you. Yeah.
the bells of eternal tolling are currently a gas and thus cannot like say words.
Mm-hmm. Well, that means Namboku is also in this category.
Well, he's probably also dead, so
He's super
also
dead now,
worth
yeah.
being
That
there.
happened off screen.
We didn't know that.
Yeah, he could be on the ship with you.
Sure.
You could be friends.
He just didn't say anything, or was completely
He
invisible.
could have been, extradited.
Yeah.
All right, I pull all the ones I know to pull.
Picking every pog token.
It's just a little tilt.
I give up. Whatever. They can be tilted. A lot of people say fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Have we seen this campaign?
Who says it the most?
You have to go for
Well,
the
Akio's
entire.
a
You have to
drunk,
go for
so
the.
I would imagine.
You have to go for the entire video archive and tally it up. So.
Okay, so
who
I
do you
win.
feel like says the most though?
Akio. I know this for a fact.
Nuva does like to say fuck.
I unfortunately am a sailor, which Akio also is,
That's true.
and therefore by virtue, virtue. Wow.
Virtue.
I lost the track of my thought because of that stupid word. Oh yeah, Akio. I don't think I've ever said "fuck" is bad by R. No, I have. Probably when I forgot how he talked for a hot minute there, because he was dead.
All right. The
Goodbye.
meme is done.
All right, the time has come. The walrus said.
Why
Go to sleep.
is there a walrus here?
Yes.
Makes sense. Walrus. All right.
Did
It's fun.
we
Level
level?
up.
No.
Wow, that was.
No, you are at
nice.
maximum level.
We level.
Oh yeah.
But this is for fruit's sake.
That's
You are
right.
at maximum level.
How could
but
you deny me?
You do get a feat.
Nice.
Just like
Yay.
Peter did.
Just like who?
That's the
Peter.
wrong apostle. Peter. Peter's the one who denied Christ.
Oh. Yeah, how could you deny Frood, who is exactly like Christ?
Yeah, in many ways.
Hmm. It's a mystery.
Denying me again.
All right, I'm gonna hop
Tilted.
off.
Yes.
Hate it.
Goodbye.